Hey everybody, I'm posting up an article on realmoneyatthestreet.com today, so make sure you read it because it is about how people approach the market, and I'm talking about how people really approach the market as a guessing game, okay, which is very, very fascinating to me that when you have a choice of really understanding and having the knowledge, as I do, or approaching it as a guessing game, a game of chance. Most people, 99, 100%, I always use the number 100% because it's pretty much like that. 100% would rather approach the market as a guessing game. So think about this for a second. Like, why would that be? I'll give you some analogies. Have you ever had to do something uncomfortable or difficult? Those of you who are in school, or if you could think back to the time when you were in school, when you had to do your homework. Okay, that was not a pleasant task for most people. Anyway, it was not a pleasant task. You procrastinated. You made up excuses for not doing the homework, or maybe you have a project that you have to do around your house and you just don't really feel like getting into it. It's a big project, it's involved, and you kind of leave it, you procrastinate, you don't want to do it. And you could come up with a lot of similar examples. Maybe you have to make a telephone call. That's an unpleasant telephone call. Maybe you got to call the IRS and work out something on your taxes. I don't know, but I think you get the idea. So there is a natural resistance. There's a procrastination. There's a desire not to do it. So you rationalize. You create excuses. This is the same exact thing, the same exact mechanism when it comes to investing, that most people would rather stick to a belief system, however wrong that might be, than really rolling up their sleeves and getting into it in the sense of understanding, having the knowledge, getting the understanding. That to them is a daunting thing. They would rather stick to their stories, their rationalizations, and we see that from people who are constantly talking about market crashes and bubbles and all this kind of stuff, that they really are not in search of knowledge. They don't want knowledge. They don't want the truth. They don't want real understanding. Their approach is basically a guessing approach. They're just kind of like, I'm guessing it's going to crash this month. I'm guessing it's going to crash next month. I'm guessing it's going to crash the month after that. And then when it doesn't crash, it's creating a story or a reason why it didn't crash. Well, it's going to happen a little bit later. I just can't tell you when. Well, it's a bubble anyway. Don't you see? The Fed is pumping up everything. So they create the stories. Listen, it's not easy to sort of put your beliefs away and embark on a path to, real knowledge and real understanding. And to a lot of people, it's not only not easy, it's scary, it's frightening. I've been all over this. With regard to my discussion of the Mousy Boys and why they love to, or why they continue to allow themselves to be abused. And you see this in abusive relationships where one of the partners in that relationship allow themselves to be abused because the fear of going away, of removing themselves from that situation, is more dreadful than being there taking the abuse. So they rationalize the abuse in some way. If it's in a relationship, if a woman is being abused, my partner or my husband, he's really a good person. He just sometimes drinks too much, or he's high strung, he gets a little bit emotional, but he's really a good person. You cannot do that. So the question is that you have to ask yourself, are you approaching the market? And I don't think, those of you who follow me, who really follow me, I doubt if any of you are in this category, at least not anymore, because you follow me. But there are people out there maybe who watch these videos. Are you approaching the market as a guessing game? I do not guess. Okay, I know. There's a difference. I choose to know, not guess. Now, for some people, guessing is exciting, it's thrilling, it's fun, they like it, they equate it, it's the same high they get from going to Vegas or playing some kind of game of chance. The market is not about chance. There are reasons that things move around. So, are you approaching this as a guessing game? If you are, good luck with that. It's like the lottery. You might hit it one of these days, but it's not a business. You cannot approach this as a rational, intelligent business person and just leave it up to chance. You can't guess. You got to know. I choose to know. All right, that's it for this one. Bye.